Hey yo, what's up everyone? Mr. Eric here, and this video is going to be a little different. So I wound up in an interesting conversation the other day with a friend of a friend because he was intrigued about what I do in the world of Smash, and he had a ton of excellent questions. Like, I'm very sad that I did not think to start recording our conversation much sooner because you're only going to hear maybe like 25 to like 40% of our convo. The reason I decided to record this and am delivering it to you today is because I think gaining perspective can be a very powerful thing in this world. And though I may not be the most wise of them all in terms of Smash, I think some of you may find this helpful or at least interesting. Well, anyways, this video is already long enough, so let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm looking forward to your reaction to it, and yeah, enjoy, guys. Restart your question.
Oh, okay. So you were talking you were talking about breakthroughs, right?
Hmm.
And like I can relate to that because in StarCraft 2 is what I played. I would you would get to a certain ranking and then you'd have to either learn something new or you'd have to now adapt to the new play style, right? But then you'd get it and then you'd go on a crazy win streak to the next tier. Is that how you learn as well? Is that how you progress?
Do you feel like the breakthroughs were random, or do you feel like, um,
Yeah, 100% random. Like it's just like you're playing, and then oh,
yeah,
I finally get it, or no, oh, my mechanics have caught up to the
yeah,
rank I'm playing. Whatever it was.
okay, yeah, that that has happened for me. Yes, I don't know if it works that way for everyone though. Like I feel like that can't happen to everyone, but I feel like there's probably a more constructive way, a more like methodical way to reach a breakthrough. Whether it's grinding out and just playing and playing and playing until it clicks. Like sometimes you just burn out and you need to take a step back, take a break, take a breather, and then when you come back, you've either broken through or you're about to break through just because like you're just fresh with new thoughts. You're not tunnel vision. You're not narrow minded. You're not in that routine that you were in right before you took the break. So but I've definitely had like seemingly random moments where I'm just like, oh my god, like I get it. Like I remember when Smash 4 first came out, and I had my buddy who was my static doubles partner for team tournaments, Absol. He talked to me about like competitive Smash and stuff, and asked me questions similar to yours. And one of my things that I told him, I was like, eventually you're just gonna get it. You're just gonna
Yeah.
get it. Like, and I didn't know how to explain that to him, but I knew that it had happened to me. Like, eventually, like I just got it, and I knew with him as a player and how fast he was progressing, I knew that he would get it too. And I like,
Right.
well, whatever it is, I can't tell you. Like, I just know that there's something that's going to click with you. It's going to change the way you look at the game. It's going to change the way you approach it and what you do in like tough situations and stuff. So I can see that growing in him too. So like I said earlier, like everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different pace, approach, whatever to getting it, breaking through or whatever. Like it can be random,
Right.
which I doubt it's technically random. I think it's just seemingly random. I think like you just figure it out. So
Right. Um, almost. I guess a little bit of a tangent. A little background on the question. I played StarCraft 2 a lot. That was probably the game I was best at. At my best, I was approaching Grandmasters. I don't know if you know anything about StarCraft 2, but Grandmasters is the top 200 on the ladder, right? I think
hmm.
I got 250
Okay.
before I stopped. And it's when the closer and closer you get to that, it feels obviously it gets harder, right? But it's more than that. It's like I almost want to describe it like an emptiness, like you're grinding. It almost feels like you're grinding for nothing. Do you ever you experience that? Do you know what I'm talking about? You see like you're like, what is it? Am I wasting time? All that other stuff. Do you ever deal with those type of questions or those type of barriers? Almost, you know what I'm saying?
In my own way, yeah. I know nowadays I'm not satisfied with anything other than first, and even
Sure.
on some days, first isn't enough. It's almost like
Right.
it's really greedy and it's really selfish. Whether that's negative or not, like it's really like you become really hungry for more, and then you just play so much to where like more becomes nothing. Like you like originally before you started going to the top 250, like before you
Right.
started chasing that, like I don't know if your initial goal was to do that, but like that was something you looked forward to. That was something like you were pumped about and strive for.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think at the higher you get, the less incentives you get, the less like opportunities for feelings of success to occur.
Yeah, it's like I understand.
Yeah, because like even if you're barely growing, you're like, is this worth it? Like
It's
this is grueling. Like
yeah,
I'm spending so much of my time to get very little out of it. Like I grew, yay, I'm 249. You know,
yeah, exactly.
I think that happens to everyone. I think what you have to do is find things to motivate you. Like
Okay.
you have to like find things that will just naturally motivate you.
User
Playing
was moved to your channel.
whether it's playing with whether it's playing with for someone or playing like for me, I play for the people who love to watch me. I play for um my sponsorship, and I try to play for myself, but that never seems to work. Like I'm always too content. Like I'm always too like laid back and chill. Like I don't know. I'm not aggressive. I'm not an aggressive competitor a lot of the time. Like people say, enter your kill mode and destroy your opponent. I don't find that fun. I don't find that easy to tap into. Nor do I enjoy it that much when I tap into it. So, but I think you have to find things that you play for. Like, you have to tell yourself reasons why this is worth it, and only then will you find joy, or want to keep going and maybe even break 200, like like you could have.
Right.
So,
Right. So it's almost like you find like so you but you which I guess what you're saying is you don't even see. I thought it would be like a self motivation. You just were so you got to a point where you just knew this is exactly what it was that you want to do and it's worth it no matter what. But it sounds like it's almost things outside that are like that are
mm,
motivating you, right? Like you said, your
for
sponsorship
me,
or maybe your fans and you like
hmm
to hear them cheer, you don't want to let them down, or things like that, right?
hmm
Okay.
yeah. Well,
See,
for
that's
me,
interesting because
yeah,
I
for
would have thought it
me,
was the opposite.
it could be. Like I know there are people like there are people who are very self motivated, like Leffen that I was telling you about earlier, who is
Mm-hmm.
sponsored by TSM, who plays Melee. He's very, very self motivated. While people like Mango, who's sponsored by Cloud9, who plays Melee, I feel like he's a bit of both. He loves to play for himself to show off how good he is and how godlike he is, but he also loves playing for the crowd. He lives for playing for the crowd. Like he'll do something that's unnecessarily hype. Like it's
Okay.
inefficiently hype, but it will work. And when it'll work every so often, but when it does, it's worth it to him. And
Got it.
yeah. So I think people have different like motivations and stuff. Like mine, maybe because I said I had a lack of confidence. Like I've always been a do it for other people kind of guy. Like even outside of Smash, and like I told you earlier before I started recording this, I was like, who you are as a person defines who you are in a game. That's what I was trying to touch up on. So who I am as a person outside of Smash, I'm a guy who loves to make people happy. I love to help people. I love to entertain people. I love to make people's day. Like the only reason that I'm in this room with you talking to you right now, because I have no idea who Caleb is. No, like you're just another human on this planet. But like you were, from what I could tell from Levi talking to me and calling me, you were intrigued. I could tell you probably wanted to learn more about what I do and like about Smash and stuff. And it never hurts to say hello to someone because you never know what kind of person you're gonna cross paths with, and it's fun. So like, hopefully I guess hopefully I'm making your day in some little bit of a shape or way, like, or anyone who cares to listen, or hopefully you benefit.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it's very interesting. No,
that's why I like doing it. Like that's why that's kind of my reason for living, I guess. Like I just love doing stuff for people, and yeah.
All right, boys, we're gonna wrap it up. Mr. Eric, I really, really, really appreciate you doing this. You got other stuff you got to do though, and I
You
understand.
guys are probably like sitting in a queue right now, waiting to hit start game.
No, 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 it's
Not
not that.
me.
I played 3 league games, so I've been listening.
For real?
Yeah, I have really
Dang.
enjoyed hearing it all. And Caleb, seems like I didn't think you were prepared to ask questions, but damn, you hit him with some good
I
questions.
wasn't prepared to record this. This right here would have been really good for like a YouTube video or like some just insight. I might still consider uploading this if that's okay with Caleb. I
Yeah,
don't
for
know.
sure. I still have questions.
Yeah.
Rip Gambit in here
No, no,
trying to
I'm
take me
sure.
away.
Yeah, I know, but he's tired and
Oh,
put in a full day of work and all that.
I
And I
mean,
know.
Hey, this is content creation. He said he was gonna do that anyways. Boom.
Mhm. That's true. I'm multitasking.
He's multitasking
I
exactly.
am.
All right. Well, if we're gonna end this, let me ask you one more question.
Go for it.
You said you're top 100 in the world, right?
I
That's how you hold yourself.
I feel like I have that potential to be, yes. So
Okay.
I feel like I am, but other people feel like I'm not. There are people
Right,
that definitely don't think I am. But yeah, go ahead.
but sure. But there's always gonna be people on either side. But
Yeah.
you said the zero guy, right? Zero.
Uh-huh.
I don't know anything. You said he's the best or
Yep.
one of the. So
He's the best.
at a place where the change differences between like you guys skill so high, what makes him better than you? You know, how do you see, what does he do that's better than you? And is it different for other people that are at his level? You know, does that question make sense?
I'll run with it as much as I can. I think Zero is interesting because when we first saw Zero come to the States and Brawl, like he was hyped up a bit, but we didn't know what to expect, and his performance was somewhat lackluster. Like it was better than what I could have done and what I've ever done for Brawl. But for the way he was hyped up, like we weren't sure, but he was still hyped, and he didn't like get crazy results. By the end of Brawl, he was one of the best players. Not the best. We didn't have a undisputed best player in Brawl. Hold on, I'm coughing. There we go. Anyways, but in Smash 4, he just took off running. Like he never turned back. He's lost one. Like he had like 50 plus tournaments wins in a row, and he finally dropped a tournament set, like a tournament. Like he dropped a tournament at MLG, and so that proved that he was like not invincible. But like if you ever learned about Zero, like it seemed like he was very motivated to be good at an early stage. Like he was very motivated to be I think good at melee even like at the early ages of like 11, 12 or so, cuz I think in Chile he was hopping on a train or something, if I remember the story right, going to tournaments and his mom would let him go and like go and compete and stuff. I mean, he might have been a little bit older, but he wasn't much. But he's always had that passion. Like he's had a burning passion to get better, and like his job is to play Smash Brothers now. Like that's how much he worked for it. And you could say, well, it helped him because he chooses a top tier, which is a trend of top players. They choose top tier characters. My character is not looked at as a top tier. You could say that he's put a lot of time and effort. You could say he gets it, you know, whatever it is for him. Like he definitely gets something if he's winning 50 plus tournaments in a row. I don't care who you play. But with Zero, I don't, you know, deep down, I don't truly know what makes him tick. I just know he's that damn good. And I've played him twice, I think, in this game. Played him once in Brawl, played him twice in this game. Once a money match, and the other one was tournament. And like, I don't know, like when I played him, it didn't seem like he was this untouchable guy. But he's probably also just conserving power, conserving energy, and not having to exhaust 100% of who he was and who he has to be when it matters most to fight me. Because I know as a player, I don't exhaust 100% all the time. If it's early in bracket and I know I can get away with doing 50%, I'll do 50%. Like, just because, you know. So I don't... I just know that Zero is stupidly passionate about Super Smash Brothers. He loves it to bits. Like he puts the work in, he gets results, and I'm sure he's went through mental toughness breakthroughs. I'm sure he's went through like being on stage, getting the nerves out of him because he's been on stage since Brawl. He's used to it. I like I told you that at Big House 5, I broke down. I couldn't handle the pressure to get into top 32 when I was on the main stage, and the whole crowd wanted me to win or lose. I've had that moment too, where people wanted me to lose and I couldn't handle it. So like, but he's good. Like he can put up with it. He can put up with people screaming at him and like, "Oh, you suck, boo! I hope you lose." You know, he can put up with that. Not many people can, and then, like,
Okay.
yeah, you know, you're not born with that though. Like you're built, you know, like you build yourself to do that. But
Right.
yeah, so, but yeah, I'm actually gonna go. I want to thank
Yeah.
you super much. I'm actually getting a phone call, so if I post this up, thank you guys for listening. This is great. I will stop by again. We can talk again soon. I love these questions, by the way.
Definitely. I promise won't bombard you with as much questions next time.
All right, no problem, dude.
Yes. Thanks, man.
Hey, 1 second. All right. But yeah, you guys have a great day. I see
All
you.
Hey
right.
man, thanks
All
again,
right.
Eric.
Bye. No problem. Now, how do I turn this off?
I don't know. I've never recorded before.
I got it.
That's a
I
great
got
way
it.
to end.
Now, wasn't that fun? Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys made it this far in the video, like, well, it's a video. It's an audio video. I'm sorry if I misled you, that you probably thought this might have had video. Maybe I'll put that in the title. Who knows? But hopefully you guys enjoy this. I would love to do more videos like this, especially with this guy. Like, this guy's, like, he's awesome. Like, he asked the best questions I've heard in a long time. Like, every question is good. But his were, like, philosophically good. Like, I had to think really hard. And I like thinking really hard. I like puzzling questions of, like, what makes this person tick this way. Like, it's great. I love it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, like it, comment it, hate it, whatever. I don't know. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. R.O.B Squad out. Beep boop.